kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And each offense features a star tight end for what an elite matchup of guys who can really hurt defenses in a variety of ways.
When was the last time we did a game where we were excited to watch two tight ends from opposing teams go against each other? But that's what we have today. Both of these guys are elite at their position. Both want to have bragging rights that they're the best in the country. Let's see who can be showcased better today. Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Grab down the middle. It's Parks. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They finally make the tackle, but the defense gashed by that big gainer.
This quarterback and this receiver are a matchup that's tough for any defense to match up with. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I got to start thinking about cheating a safety over against this guy to slow him down and not allow him to have such a big day.
The complexion of this drive suddenly changing. One massive play, and they're closing in on the red zone now with a first down. The pocket breaking down. The pitch made across the middle by the running back. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Wants to throw it. The receiver grabs it. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Biggest play so far in this national championship game. It's third down in the red zone. Boom. And they pick up the first on the ground. They make the tackle, but that's enough to set them up first down at the 15.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back and coming up with that conversion.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. QB decides to keep it here. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so second and 7.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's got it right near the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
They go with the option. They didn't fool the defense at all. You know, this defense has worked all week on defending the option and being fundamentally sound. That time, really good job with assignment football. Nowhere to go in a very short game.
Second and goal. Look at this. They come out in a 5-wide formation. QB keeper all the way. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, winding scoring drive.
And think about this is the national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. Man, that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And all eyes, Kirk, in this matchup of elite wide receivers. They got great skill. They got big personalities. You know they want to outdo each other in this showdown today.
Well, it's a showcase opportunity for both of these two wide receivers. A lot of eyes on them, not only in college football, but I don't know the last time, Chris, we were on the field pregame and saw so many NFL personnel evaluating these two to see who ends up stepping up and playing better.
A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Boy, Chris, you're talking about alert defense. Sometimes that jet motion, it can create some confusion, get guys out of place. But not this time. Great play recognition by the defense on this play.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Parks. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
3rd down upcoming after that completion. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
He'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
All right, let's get back to the action. Getting closer to finding out who will be celebrating here tonight. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. And he drops back in the gun. Makes a quick catch. An effective play. Good for a first down at the 35. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Wide open downfield. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
That's another huge gain for this guy. And I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. And boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce out to the outside. There's just no room to run.
This is the 6th play on the drive. Tailback takes the handoff again. Breaks loose at the 45. They make the stop, but it's a big play. The 31.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The receiver makes the catch.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
The completion makes it 2nd down. Quarterback still with the football. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, he keeps it on the option, and it's not always the big play. It's sometimes just getting the first down. He does a nice job of knowing where he needed to go. We got a new set of downs.
It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. The offense with 3 tight ends now in 1st down, trying to create a mismatch. They're going to run it. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right here.
And they'll give it to the back. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Makes the grab, a chance to score. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
Personal foul. Looking to kick. Defense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. The sure hands. It's Parks. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Catch made on the right side. And a good timeout call by the offense after the play.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
Grab made by the tight end. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. The sure hands, it's Parks. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
A completion makes it 2nd and short. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Oh, grabs it near the sideline. It's a huge gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And he'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack. So on 2nd down, I'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Looks like they'll take a knee in the final play and head to halftime with the lead. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, the battle for the most coveted trophy in all of college football has been fierce. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk. Fellas, hard to believe we're only 1 half away from crowning a national champion.
And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Offense cross out onto the field, hoping to start a drive here. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
And the single back takes the handoff. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they've needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
And now the handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
You You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
Second down play coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets him fly to the wideout. Wide open downfield. That's enough to move the sticks and give him a first down at the 41.
Boy, the defense missed an opportunity to here put a lot of pressure on this offense. They allow them to convert. They could have got them the fourth down with the lead that they have. Boy, this could have been a knockout punch.
Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. First down and 10. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Look out, room to run here. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
First down here for this offense. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Goes to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
The key here to me, Chris, is the receiver runs a precise route, and the timing is impeccable. Quarterback cannot hesitate, because if he does, it can be pick six going the other way.
Now it's second down here. Play fake, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Parks. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Third down, out of the shotgun. Can't hold on. The defensive play brings up a fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
So on fourth down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. After making his first attempt, this one is from 38 yards out. And it's good right down the middle.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback keeps the football. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
We think about option plays, especially quarterback when he keeps the ball. A lot of times it's a big explosive play, but sometimes it's just about getting what you can and keep the drive moving.
It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his second catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Handoff here from the shotgun. Nowhere to run up the middle. And here we go. It all comes down to this. Everything to play for. One quarter to decide who will win the national championship. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Caught by the receiver. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Play action fake, looking to throw. What a catch! You make the stop at the 26, but it's a first down. This offense in good scoring position now.
Well, anytime you can have a balanced attack, it's always going to help an offense. And, you know, the previous play, they're running the football. That puts a lot of pressure on the eyes of the linebackers and safeties. They start to think about defending the run, and a great job with that play action call to get them out of position and be able to hit that for that conversion.
Grab down the middle. It's Parks. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Play action here on first down. Looking to the end zone. That's a crucial touchdown for the offense, adding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
And they get set now to try the PAT. An extra point makes the lead 15 here in the final quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Offense on the field will take over. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Delivers quickly to the left side. Oh, what a grab! He's in the clear. Inside the 10.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
See if they can convert the point after. The extra point is good. They trail by 8, 21-13. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Fields. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Pounding away with the run game. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Well, this is a huge third down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense is set up just outside the 30. And there's the handoff. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. The defense desperate to get the football back, trailing here late. Here we go. A national championship is so close if the offense can keep the football and just bleed out the clock. Makes the catch. It's Parks. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
A national championship right in front of them if the offense can keep the football away here. It's a quarterback keeper. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the quarterback keeps the ball. He's trying to make a big play on third down. He probably should have gotten the ball out of his hands. Now, we've got a big 4th down coming up.
So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. And we're going to throw now on first down. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
Defense is coming after him. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack.
Boy, the quarterback did about everything he could here to wait for that play to develop, and there was just nobody open. It's great coverage downfield, and instead of taking a sack or potentially throwing the pick, he just gets rid of it.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's going to take off here. He gets loose, able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble.